welcome to 31 Days of Zen, the October project, STAR of SHREE. I'm Sandhya Manne, I'm an artist and a Certified Zentangle Teacher, and in this channel, we talk about creating and practicing Zentangle, my own Zentangle inspired artworks and collectibles. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss out on any videos that I post here. Now it's day 31 of our October project. We are on the fag end of this beautiful series. So today there is no string. We're not going to do any tangling, but we are going to give this whole project a final finish and also check out our final reveal. So I hope you enjoyed this project with me, and I'm so glad you joined me on this journey. But it's never too late to get started on this beautiful series. So if you want to get started, log on to www.sandhyamannestudio.com/Star of SHREE. That's where when you sign up at a nominal fee, you get the PDF template which has strings for each of the day. So we have 30 strings, and there is also a round Zendala string which will be a bonus that will be coming up in few days, but you are free to explore that in whichever way you want. So today basically I'm working with just gold paint. I'm going to add some gold paint and make it more interesting, and we will see if there are anything that needs to be fixed. We are going to fix it, and we'll see how we can put this small squares together to create our beautiful mega artwork. Okay, so let's get started on to our project now.
Okay, so here is our final reveal of the project Star of SHREE. Okay, but this is still not done. Look at that beautiful looking star, 8-pointed star. So we have one set of 8-pointed star in the center, and then we have one other set that is kind of out. But this is not done because we are going to now add gold. So I'm going to add either, you can add either Joe Sonja's gold, the stretch gold. This is a beautiful gold. Or you can add Febio acrylic gold, or any other gold for that matter, whatever you have. So we're going to add gold now between this black line that we have, right? So I'm going to go around and do that for all of this. And then we're going to put this back again and take a final look. Now you can either frame it just like this, or you can also kind of stitch, make a couple of stitches here like this and stitch this whole thing out. Just add like 2 threads like this, 2 or 3 threads like this, and you can stitch this whole thing out. That would look really great as well. But anyway, let's just add the gold and take a look at that. I really love the way this has turned out. So let's add the gold, and then we come back to the mega final reveal. Okay, so like I said, we're going to add gold, right? Now I have these 2 kinds of gold. This one is Joe Sonja's acrylic, matte fluid acrylic gold. So this has a very how do I say, antique look to it. Okay, let me just put it out on a tile to show you guys. Okay, so just going to lay it out just a bit so we can see how this looks. Okay, this has this beautiful shine, gold shine to it, but it's kind of antique, has an antique look. Now I have this other gold by Febio acrylic. Again, this is an acrylic paint. So this one has this one has a shine to it. Oh no, it's too much water. So this is the Pavio Gold. So this has a nice bright yellow gold finish. So like I said, it's totally up to us. Pick whatever works for you. Any other brand, any acrylic gold is good. You can, if you have watercolor gold, that's also cool. Anything is fine. Okay, so yeah, it's hard to choose, but I think I'm just gonna go with this one. So now I'm going to lay a bit of paint this little palette here, and I'm going to take one tile at a time and I'm going to work on this. So I'm not going to really show you the working of that, I mean applying of the gold, but yeah, maybe in between I'll just give you a quick glimpse of how it's what I'm doing, but this is going to be all by yourself. So this is my day one tile. I just start with that. Okay, so I go about adding it here like this. Okay, so sit in a nice comfortable position and continue adding your gold. So once this is done, we might have to go over the black line just to reinitiate that, just to make sure that it shows up nicely and the paint isn't covering it. Like I already have some paint covering the side. So once this whole thing is done, I'll just redo that. Okay, like that. Okay, so make sure you let this dry completely. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this and then take out day number 2, and I'm going to continue doing this. Okay, so I might not be able to show you the whole thing, but you know what to do here. So go ahead and finish adding this, and I'm going to keep my setup, my mosaic like this, and then with work, so that I know, so that I make sure that I don't miss out on any of these, like, you know, these little things. Even this is important, so unless you lay it out, you will not understand. So make sure you keep this mosaic setup as is and continue adding your gold tile by tile. Okay, so this is going to take a while for me to finish. That's really going to be fun. Some acrylic golds might require a couple of coats, and that's okay. Okay, so see how your what works for your gold, the brand or the kind that you're using. So I'm not using any water at all. This is fluid matte acrylic. So I'm just taking the paint directly out of the tube. I've just laid it here on a plate for easy access, on my palette for easy access, but I'm just I mean, pretty much I'm using the dry brush, but if ever I feel that I'm not able to spread the paint easily, then I might just dip my brush in the water and make sure I don't have excess water and clean it up, and then use the paint. But that's just to make sure that I'm able to spread the paint easily. So we barely need any water for this. But again, it depends. If you're using watercolor or gold, then of course you will need more water. So like I said, right now the brand that I'm using and the acrylic thing that I'm working with doesn't need. So I'm just going directly with the paint on the brush. But if your medium requires it, then go ahead, use that. Okay, next two. Okay. Okay, so take your time, go around, finish adding the gold, and then I shall see you after that. Okay. Okay, so here this is all done with the gold. Right, but at this point, I want you all to take a minute to check for any spots that are left. I just found one little section here somewhere that needs to be filled with gold. So take a final look. Okay, go around and take a final look and look for, like, did you see this teeny tiny section that needs to be filled with gold? There's one more that I saw needs to be filled with, yeah, like here, this teeny tiny section needs to be filled with gold so that there is continuation. And here, okay, something is happening here. I need to give it a finish line here, right? And this looks too broad. And similarly here, this also needs to be filled in. This teeny tiny section needs to be filled in. So I need to see how I'm going to fix that. Okay, but otherwise everything else looks super cool. Now at this point, the next thing that I'm going to do is add black pen. Basically redo my black lines. Just go over and redo them so that my my black lines are enhanced, right? Because most of it is kind of got covered with the gold. So I'm just going to redo the black lines to give it a nice finish, and then of course go back and check on those gold sections as well. With that, this should be done. So I am just going over the black line like this. Okay, so I'm using my 08 micron pen. You could also use PN Black Micron Pen for this purpose, so that the lines look much more fresher and is slightly darker. So take your time, go around and redo. Well, yeah, ink these lines once again so that they stand out. Like that. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Oh, I need to do this part. Okay, so if required, you can always go back and kind of re-enhance those lines. Okay, so here, so look at this, how bright this looks and how this looks. So here you can see the difference. This one is nice and bright with nice black outlines, while this looks so dull. So I'm going to work on all of this. Now there's one more thing that I wanted to show you, is here on this tile. I had put my black paint very close to this line. So unlike other tiles, if there's a little bit of a gap. So what I'm going to do is use my white pen and just kind of make that line. After I finish adding my black line, I'm going to go ahead and make that white line with my white pen. So that way that this kind of continues all through. So right now this thing is missing here. So this would be a time to go back and check on all your tiles and just make sure everything is fixed. If there's any lapse, you can just take your time to do that. Okay. Ta-da. So here, this is all done. Okay, so I have added the black over the gold, so it gives a nice finish. And so here we can now frame all of this. Okay, so one more section that we need to add gold is, just remember these lines that we have. So I'm going to add, so this line, this line, this line, this line, this line, this line, this line. So all of these lines are also going to be added with gold. And then now here is something that I am contemplating. I'm not sure I want to do this. It depends upon how I'm going to frame this. But I might want to cut this whites off, okay, for all the inner tiles. But for the outer tile here, I'm going to keep this only on this side. But this, and this on all three sides, I'm going to cut it. So only for the outer tiles, I might want to keep the white, but everywhere else, I'm planning to cut that off so that they can you know, fit in much more seamlessly. And yeah, I think with that, this should be done. So let's just quickly do that and take a look at that. Okay, so here we are all done. Ta-da! So I've cut off the extra edges except for the border, and this is how it looks. Star of Shree all done, and it looks complete with the gold and all the tangles added in with the shading and all of that. So it looks really superb. So like I said, either you can have it framed just like this, or you can, you know, have them kind of tied like that with some stitch, so it kind of looks great that way. So those are just a couple of ideas, but I'm looking forward to seeing how you are going to put this all together. Okay, so there it is, all done, and I hope you enjoyed this season's October project. Hope to see all your creations in the Zenbeez group.
Hope you had fun on this project with me. I would love to see your creations. So head on to our Facebook group Zenbeez, where all the after party fun happens. Share your creations there and check out the works by other Zenbeez. If you're sharing your works on social media, then please do tag me at SANDHYA MANNE or hashtag STAR of SHREE, so I get to see your lovely works there. And I do stop by to comment. A quick note, these projects and these videos are for your personal use, and no part of this can be used for any kind of commercial purposes. To understand the Zentangle method and to get started on your own Zentangle journey, check out my website www.sandhyamannestudio.com for classes, courses, and workshops. If you're just getting started, I highly recommend start with my beginner's workshop, which is called the Fundamentals of Zentangle. I now invite you to join my newsletter, which is called Tangle Tutelage. I have the link given in the description. So click on that, sign up, receive a free gift when you do, and receive weekly updates, inspirations, and details about all the cool projects that I do across social media. Okay, so now it's time to comment. Please comment and let me know how I enjoyed this 31 days of Zen, and let me know if you would love to be part of such projects in the future. Okay, so now please share some love, hit that like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. It's not too late, although this is the day 31 of our October project 2024, but if you still wish to start, you can log on to www.sandhyamannestudio.com/STAR of SHREE and get started. It's an ongoing project, so you can get started and do it at your own pace. So I shall see you soon with another project. Until then, remember to breathe and smile. See ya. Namaste.